Hello, my name is Collection Connoisseur. I collect digital thingamabobs and video games. Today I'm playing Nine Souls. So, this time on Nine Souls, we are in the research facility. And as far as I know, this is the only place that we can do anything. Oh, and when I said we were in the research facility, apparently we will very soon be in the research facility. I guess before I go, I'm going to look for Schwan, because we could have done something recently. Oh, ooh, and Churio is up there too. There we go. That thing is massive. Wonderful. No way. In just a few days, that fertilizer really is strong. Weren't you going to climb up to have a look? Haha, you might not know this, but Anong is afraid of heights. Humph, I just get a little dizzy in tall places is all. I guess he was just bragging when he said he'd get those magic peaches. I'd be able to get them if I could grow a pair of them GM wings like you monsters. That might not be a good thing. Huh? Why do you say that? Ever since you said excess breeds its own downfall, I've been thinking about it. Does that mean we're being too greedy? We want to have the best for ourselves and for others. Like how I want this tree to grow taller because I think that's what's good for it. But is it, though? Not necessarily. A lot of times, more doesn't really mean better. It also happens when I'm writing stories. I always want to put the most exciting things together, but that always makes the story less interesting. Yeah, right, as if any reader wants to read the second most exciting story ever. I thought you looked up to the lives of Yi and those monsters. I want to be as strong, as smart, and as brave as Yi, but... You shouldn't try to be me. And don't get the wrong idea. I'm neither strong nor brave. I disagree with that. In fact, the Solarians probably ended up the way they did because of their constant need to do more and more. That's why I'm not using any more fertilizer. I'll let the tree keep growing by itself, but if it doesn't, that's fine too. I wonder why my parents didn't use fertilizer for our crops when I was little. I never put that much thought into it, really. My sister was much more skilled when it came to horticulture. Why didn't you learn anything from her? Why indeed, it's something I have come to regret. But perhaps I can learn from you. Well, if you have any questions, ask away. Alright. Magic Bean helps Schwan unlock the true potential of agriculture. Alright, got another achievement immediately in this one. And it does look like we can get to the roof, where we are sure to find something. Oh, we're sure to find a couple things. There's nothing this way, is there? Alright. We get a bunch of money and an advanced component. And this one has some money. And a computing unit. Oh, computing units are great. I like finding those. There looks like there's maybe even another level up, but how would we get to it? If we look at our map... Oh, we have 3 of 3. Okay, we found everything in this region now, which is great. And because... Well, let's go to Churyu first. Hello, what do you have to say? Most of my collection has been exclusively purchased by you. I now have all the requisite Jin, all thanks to you, Sir Yi. However... I knew this was coming. What's your request this time? Ho ho ho, how shameful of me to have Sir Yi see right through me. Please allow me to explain how this matter came to be. Do you recall the soul-severing blade you brought me? I believed the weapon could accomplish great things. However, it was rendered useless the moment I tried to use it.
Huh?
That dagger was still intact even after Shengu exploded. What were you trying to do with it? Why, to save my brother, of course. All in all, I am now in urgent need of a tool sharper than that dagger. After some investigation, I think that a weapon held by a celestial enforcer located in the warehouse might do the job. Another elite guard from the Celestial Legion? They're really not easy to deal with. I know too well how difficult the task is, which is why I have no choice but to come to you. Fine, I'll do it. Just tell me where I should go and what I'm looking for again. It's in the inner warehouse. Look for the Celestial Enforcer's weapon, also called the Firestorm Ring. I think we already have that. Alright, I found it. Oh ho ho, as expected of Sir Yi to return completely unscathed. Unscathed. Sure, let's call it that. This texture, a sharp feather-like blade, emitting surges of energy like thunder. Magnificent. This weapon will definitely put a hole in my brother's chest.
Huh?
What? I'm sorry. What were you going to use it for? Ho ho ho, why, how else does one use a weapon? I have been collecting jinn and weapons to arm myself in battle against Xing Tian. You want to kill your brother? Why? The word kill could be more precise. We synthetic beings have no heartbeat. I just wished for my brother to cease all functions. You never said you hated him. Hate him? Not in the slightest. The heavens and earth bear witness to my fraternal love. As you must know, synthetic beings like my brother and I are ruled by our locomotion and not by our mortality. In the same way, the fate of my brother can't be defined by signs of life or death. Is that because you don't want him to be under the control of others? Like you said, he who is unable to live for himself is a dead man walking, right? To think that you and I could have developed such a rapport in our short time together. It's a pity that, for centuries, both of us gazed in the same direction, yet he never understood that poem. My brother and I, we differ from one another. But that doesn't matter. Anything beautiful would rather perish with dignity than endure in silence. You know better than me how tough Xing Tian will be to deal with. And besides, I thought you hated violence. The road ahead may be treacherous, but for my brother I shall press on without hesitation. Such an important matter cannot be left for others to resolve. All my preparations are complete. I shall take my leave soon. I cannot express the immense gratitude I have for your assisting and housing me, Sir Yi. I can't stop you, but it's best to be careful. Okay, well, that's quite interesting. That's basically the end of his story, I think. We don't have a ton of money. Not a ton, and I kind of don't want to get rid of those passenger tokens just yet. So I'm going to save money for now and just go to the research center, like I said I was going to do. Let's go. The research center, which is the last node we came from. Alright, as far as I know, the research center is the only thing that we have left to really do. Or, it's not the last thing we have left to do, but I think it's the only way to move forward in the two places we have to go to. So we can go left or right. I want to go right because that seems like it would not... Because it seems like it would not immediately connect to what we've already done. So down here... Okay. It looks like there is something over... Oops. Okay. I want to defeat you. There we go. It looks like there's a thing to my left, which will open that. Yes. If I could just do it correctly. There we go. That opens the down path. Good. Oops. Alright. Try that again. Got him. And got you too. So, we can get this chest by just splashing down there. Has a little bit of money, good. And then you're an exploding one. You're both exploding ones. There we go. And that destroyed everything, including the barrier. This looks locked to us. Oh, it's because of this. So where does this go? One level down. Is this where we were before in the research center? It was. Okay, so great. We connected back to where we were in the research center. I'm going to go back here and see if there's any mutants to fight, because the mutants might have what are they called? Passenger tokens. And I would like to get all those passenger tokens. So I want to fight all the mutants. And it looks like there might not be any mutants this way. Yep, there's not. Okay. So, continue to the left. I know there were things here that we could have done before if we could fight the mutants. Oops. He dodged me. Oh, I should have changed my jades, by the way. Because I still have my boss battle jades on. We did get another computing unit. Though I should have changed my jades. How do we get to that one up there? Gotta kind of go up somewhere. How do we go up somewhere? Maybe going up is going back? Perhaps. We can at least defeat you. And that's a way up. Alright. Here we go. And then run away because he explodes. Also, we can totally use arrows. I would like to use these arrows. I should really use arrows a lot, because we can get the arrows back easily. Ooh, we didn't defeat him. Which means I needed to deflect that guy's bomb so that I could defeat that other one. Oh my. Well, let's do the... Oops. Okay. Hit me again. Because I need one of those. There we go. That's one step. Also, I fell down. So, where's the up path that we could go? Where is it? It's right here. There it is. Need that. Get some money. I see more over there, but we can't really get to it from this side, it looks like. Great. And it did actually hit that guy even though it was pretty far away. I'm looking for what opens that one, like, elevator type thing. We haven't found it yet. Got him. Alright. That actually went really well. Though I did get hurt. We go down here and across. Why does it constantly bring us to more arrows? I don't know. We don't need those. Ooh, a passenger token. Today is my 25th day on New Quenlen. Are you all doing well, my masters? With all the rumors and conspiracies flying around, I believe it's my responsibility as a streamer and one of the chosen to let the world see the truth. I hope everything will get better once we wake up from hibernation. I will continue to keep you all in my thoughts and dreams. Alright. Very well. going to heal again. Even though we may have not used the entirety of that particular heal. Whoops. I wonder if either of those could lead to a little break in the wall, but they didn't. I didn't even know that that enemy was right there. Oh, it has a shell on it. So we needed to hit it with the special thing. Okay, I want to go to both sides. I guess let's go this one first. Okay, careful. I want to make sure that when we use our Chi Blast, we actually defeat the thing, which is why I'm not using a Chi Blast already. Oops. There we go. There we go, I mean. Got it. And open this elevator, which is nice, because I believe that leads to the other elevator we just saw not too long ago. It does. Yeah, this is where we came from before. Wonderful. That's a shortcut, and I know we have something back here. Let's use another heal. The Dusk Guardian Recording Device 6. Oh wow, this is a long one. I'm taking my senior officer to Ascension Palace. He already finished his Dusk Guardian service and was eligible to be discharged for hibernation. However, what appeared before us wasn't a hibernation machine. It was a killing machine. I saw all the others who had been discharged there. Some turned into monsters, and those that didn't were just being kept as experimental subjects. Was there no hope to begin with? We used all of our strength to escape here, but now my senior officer's injured and all the medical equipment here is broken. How did it come to this? Yeah. The Dusk Guardian's life ended up not being what it was promised to be. So, we want to go all of the ways that we can go, which means let's go up here first, I guess. Oops, there's a thing on the screen. Should we fight that, or just leave it there for now? I want to defeat the little one. Darn. Okay, so I'm gonna heal. And basically all we need is for that little one to die. There we go. Got him. And a passenger token? Alright. Before I knew it, I found myself far from home. The cramped cabin intensified my longing for the familiar street corners and the lively noodle shop nearby. Each step of this journey deepens my nostalgia for those simpler days. Right or wrong, it no longer holds significance. This cabin will be where I rest forever. Alright, I like getting all the passenger tokens. We've gotten a lot very recently, haven't we? Also, what's that behind me? I don't know. Is it a hibernation machine? And this place right here is not open to us right now. Okay. Don't know what this is either. It seems like something we could potentially open. Not sure. Oops. That did not save me from that. Whoa. Ooh, it spread fire. How about that? Okay, I would like to deflect this. I did not. Because I would like to be able to use my Chi Blast on you. Maybe we'll defeat you completely without Chi Blasting. I think we will, because I'm going to use one of these. Okay. How do we get that? We have to go up there to knock it down, basically. I'm trying to use this enemy to get up there, and I don't think that's how we're supposed to get up there. How are we supposed to get up there? I'm not sure, but probably not from bouncing off the enemy. If we were, the enemy's not there. Oh, it comes back. Okay, we are supposed to bounce off the enemy up there. How crazy, right? It seems kind of far to bounce off the enemy all the way up there. Come on. If we get hit like that, we can do that again. There we go, we made it. Got it. And dark steel, all right. Great, we can do more things with arrows. More upgrades with arrows, I guess. You come back because we're supposed to use you to get up there, but we've already done it. So, I would like you to go away now. Open that. There is where we were before. Yes, great. Made it back to this. I'm going to put different jades on. So, for one, the Pauper Jade, still good. Pauper Jade is still good. Most of the other things we don't need, because we don't need experience anymore. We could use the Avarice Jade if we wanted. Let's consider that. I really want to use the Status Jade. So this one we don't really need, not for the normal battles. I like that one a lot. I like this one a lot. I like that. So we've got 2 to spend. How do we spend 2 in a way that I want to spend them? Not the Last Stand. Those are fine. I think what we actually want is just Avarice Jade so we can get the money faster. And then let's rest. So, where do we need to go in this area now? We need to go to the left and down. And then that's most of it. Then there's the down path on the far left. And it looks like there's an elevator up top that we went to, but I couldn't use, it seemed like. So I guess let's go to the bottom part of this room. After going right here to knock this thing down. Okay, so I'm going to just start this battle with one of those. Okay. Ooh, I got hit by the one at the bottom. Got him. Alright. Now, this thing down here is the thing that we most need to deal with. We need one of these. We'll do that. That breaks a second one off. We just need to break the third. Which is something that we do over here somewhere. There's actually 2 of those to destroy. I wonder what the other one does. Ooh, how do we get to the other side of that? Because I want to, obviously. Oh, I just died. That's not great. Okay. Oh, I know how we get to the other side of that. We have to have this one get destroyed over there. So we need one of those. And then we need to do this right next to the wall. Yes, got it. What do we get? A standard component. Huzzah. Now, 2 more of the things over here. No, we fell down. How very sad. Can we get back up? Yes. Alright. Now, I need you to hit me with that. Great. And then we do this. And not fall down. Oh, but there's a thing down there. Let's do this one first, though. Okay. Knock that down. And it crashes through the floor, obviously. There's a statue of Eigong I just noticed. Even though it's gigantic, I just noticed it. I need you to die a little bit faster than you are. Got him. And a standard component. We are getting money, and I like it. So we could drop down here, or we could go on the left. I guess dropping down here probably leads us to the left part. You are one of the big ones of these, which takes a fair amount more damage to deal with. Whoops. That hurt. Heal. Okay. No. Okay. We did not die. I got very close to dying in that battle. Let's heal again. There was nothing to the left, right? Yeah, to the left we can't do anything. So to the right, it looks like we can go over here. Oh gosh, that was terrible. Let's heal. So, stop trying to get one of those when the big one is right there. Oh, I can't heal anymore. Alright. Yep, we died. Alright, go back down there. We just have to go basically down. And we do not need to fight those guys. Right here. We avoid fighting you. Yes, we can. Darn. Oh gosh, you hit me way down. Guess let's heal first. And then let's use one of these arrows, right? Alright, we do need a chi blast so I can actually defeat one of these guys. There we go. And you destroy all of them. There's my stuff. Glad I got that, because we had a lot of money there. And I went a particular path that I can't reverse now, even though there's a lot of that path that I did not go. But I want to go this way. And I think I could have. Oh well. Guess we're going down now. I want to go back to that other place just so I can completely search it. So we could do that now. Because I could go to the Pavilion right now. Let's do that. I'm gonna go to the Pavilion, teleport, and see if I can do more of that one area. Because it shows on my map as if I've been there, and we haven't, and I don't want that to be confusing to me. So teleport to the research center right here. let's make sure we do the bottom left part of this room more completely. We don't need to fight anything on the way. We can just kind of drop down. And we don't even need to fight you, actually. So in this room, in theory, I could go elsewhere, other than straight up. If that theory is wrong, then I just, you know, made a mistake. Oh well, there was a chest that I could get. There's also this I can get. Dusk Guardians headquarters screen. Attention all Dusk Guardians. Due to the recent invasion of a large mob of unknown creatures, we are now on high alert. The mutant creatures are extremely aggressive and should be killed on sight. Squad members without arms should head to the armory and pick up some gear as soon as possible. Yanchi, leader of the 7th Dusk Guardian Brigade. An emergency message can be seen on the screen inside the mission briefing room. Alright. You, please hit me. There you go. Drop that, which is a standard component. Ooh, hello. Didn't even see you on the floor. This is connecting back to a place that we've been before. Yep. Wonderful. Glad to see that connection. I'm gonna check right here because I think we got stuck there. Oh yes, but that's just the other side. And we've been to the other side of that. Now we just go down here. And this is also things that we want to look at. That's closed. How do we open it? I don't know. Because it seems like going this way wouldn't open it. Can we open this? Can we open this? Doesn't appear like I can hack anything. I don't know how we would open it, but I kind of want to. And then, how do we open this? Apparently we need to get to it from the other side, but when we were on that other side, we couldn't go to the left, right? Or to the left, correct? How do we get down from where we are? Feels like the answer is we can't. We can just kind of like pass by these guys, since we've already opened to this path and we've defeated them once. Yeah, how do we get past that? Okay, there's something here that it seems like we can't do yet, so let's go further down. And now we're just going straight back to that root node we were at before. But I'm glad we did that, because we got a few things from that other room, even though we didn't get them all, I guess. Okay, move on. My lord, you are not far from the last soul, Eigong. She is the final hurdle in the way of obtaining all the soul seals. This last encounter is filled with unknown variables, so make sure you're fully prepared. I also suggest tying up any unfinished business to minimize any risk later down the road. So are they telling me, like, get all of the stuff before you go here? Because I think I can't, is the thing. I'm gonna just go in. Looks like there's a whole area, though, not just a fight against Eigong immediately. Because I do want to get all the stuff in the game, obviously. But we can probably do that after fighting Eigong too. Use the stealth approach on those two. What is this? We can hack it. Kind of want to go the other way first. To the right here. In theory, we can go... We can't go anywhere there. Okay, never mind. Let's go this way first. Hack. Ooh, recording device. Log 184. Origin era, year 450, winter 1 of 20. I have never seen a catastrophe like this. Tianhu will spread all throughout Penglai. No Solarian will be spared, including myself. However, during this chaotic time, the Tiandao Council was able to maneuver itself to the top. This has helped us secure an unprecedented amount of support and resources. Our new Quenlin Research Center will bring back all the Fengshui technologies. I must live up to everyone's hopes and find that cure. That is our current mission. The world will know that science is our only hope. Okay, what does the other log say? Origin era, year 452, spring 4 of 8. While I was speaking in the Zhai Kingdom, a severely injured young boy was put in front of me. He had suffered serious injuries from an explosion. I did not expect him to survive to the next day. Miraculously, it seemed like the primordial roots was helping him regenerate the damaged organs and tissue. She's talking about Yi. Using my rhizomatic stabilizer, the young man not only made a full recovery, his body also exhibited an unprecedented symbiosis with Solarian cells and genetic material from the primordial roots. This data may lead us to even more breakthroughs. Have I been blessed by the heavens? That's right. You are study material, Yi, because your body is so strange. Okay, we need to charge up one of these to defeat those. Got him. There's a path above, it looks like. Doesn't seem like I can do... Oh, look at that. Can. Do something with this. Why is the effective range infinity right now? Also, what was that? Because the effective range just kind of stopped when I went in there. Does it always do that when I go into one of those? Alright, I understand it this time. Ooh, those have cats in them. Also, I didn't actually make it up to that room, I just kind of cheated, I guess. Another log. Origin era, year 457, summer 8 of 1. I have been going through solution after solution only to find that I am dead wrong every single time. When we isolated the Tianhao gene from an embryo, the result did not resemble a Solarian in either appearance nor intelligence, to say nothing of its incredibly short lifespan. In fact, we might not even be able to recreate a cure in time. It was in this fraught situation that Yi came up with the Eternal Cauldron project. It's risky, but it might be our last big gamble. Therefore, I have decided to move all of our available resources towards the Eternal Cauldron project. Research on the cure is by no means terminated, just postponed. Evolution, discover a tremendous secret. How about that? So, those are cats behind there, like house cats, and they did not know what house cats were, for some reason. I also like that it has XX and XY, you know, for the chromosomes. Interesting. Interesting. So they didn't know what cats were, and perhaps they evolved from cats, even though they didn't know that. Kind of strange to think about. Because that would kind of imply they have more in common with Earth than one would think. Okay, so I want to go up this way, obviously. I need to kind of break my path through and not get hurt too much. The second part of that I have not done well on. And this is the room that I already did that thing with. At least we got the money. It was a fair amount of money. How about that? We can sneak up on this guy. Why is there all of these things to give us more azure sand? It's like they think we're going to be using azure sand all the time here. Which maybe we should be. I don't know. Got it. finally. Yeah, look, there's just tons of azure sand lying about. Got it. Great. There are pathways I have not gone, which makes me curious. Log 342. Ooh, this is for G. Origin era, year 468, winter 1223. Fantastic, we have found a new ray of hope on the eve of the launch. Our research was totally misguided. We need not rely on the primordial roots to eternal life for Solarians. With data from G cells, we'll not only develop a serum for Tianhu, we'll also be able to achieve true immortality. I believe we can overcome any and all challenges we face. A Solarian that can live for thousands of years without any genetic modification. The source of G's vitality differs vastly from that of Kangqi or Yi. But this information needs to be concealed, especially from Yi. We can't afford any more missteps at this juncture. So that's the first we saw of her questioning us. And I don't know why yet. Foundation Era Year 2, Autumn 10 of 23. Despite not meeting expectations, we already have a prototype for the cure. The next step will be to test the cure on our test subjects. After several rounds of observation, adjustment, and additional testing, we should be able to perfect the serum. Solarian clinical tests take a massive amount of time to conclude. Luckily, the Eternal Cauldron project has brought us that precious time. In the end, the credit still goes to Yi. Sigh, where did it all go wrong? As your mentor, I thought you'd understand. Why? What was I supposed to understand? About you? Were you supposed to be the one that found the cure entirely on your own? I don't know. Doesn't sound like science to me. We need one of these for you. Kind of trying to think of how we go up, because there's stuff above us. Like, there was stuff above that room. I couldn't figure out how to get there. There's stuff above this room, too. Oh man, even more recording devices. 590. Foundation Era Year 37, Winter 2 of 15. It's still unclear if one can be completely cured of Tianhu, but there are no doubts regarding the effectiveness of the serum. Based on our reports, Tianhu growth seems to have been suppressed in Dusk Guardians who have received the serum. However, it is worth noting that a very small percentage of test subjects experienced secondary mutations. These mutations have led the affected Solarians to take on a new form. What follows is loss of sanity and an increase in violent behavior. This is a completely new development that will require further observation. Okay, so she's a scientist, but she's not a very ethical scientist in terms of how she conducts her experiments. Foundation Era Year 125, Spring 5 of 27. Waking up from the soulscape over and over again has taken a toll on my body. Solarians exhibiting the secondary mutations, now referred to as mutants, have demonstrated some incredible abilities. With the roots genes already present in Tianhu, some mutants have been able to infect and devour a part of the primordial roots. Through that connection, these mutants are functionally immortal. Data corrupted. Interesting. Interesting. Hopefully she's not going for immortality in any vein. Foundation Era Year 259, Summer 8 of 12. Damn soulscape. My head feels like it's about to explode. Returning to our report, the mutants seem to exhibit some collective consciousness. They share information and act as a group to the point of being energy efficient and coordinated to an extreme degree. This phenomenon goes beyond our traditional understanding of life forms. We may be on the cusp of discovering a whole new type of organism. Data corrupted. Okay. 2501. There's a lot of logs. Foundation Era, year 351. We have concluded our clinical tests after no new qualitative changes were observed. 90% of those who received the serum failed to recover from Tianhu. The remaining 10% turned into mutants. How are we supposed to find the solution? Well, I guess you probably need a larger team of scientists or something. Okay, let's use one of these. I actually meant to use one of these. I just died there. Very sad. Use my resurrection. Okay, so here's how we go up. Ouch. Alright, don't go in the fire so much. Quick tip. So one of the problems is, how do we get to the left there? How do we get to the left there? It seems like our chance would have been somewhere over this way. I don't see where it was. So there's something I haven't figured out in terms of how this particular room is organized. Right above me there's something. If we could get my scout to it. Oh my. We're at the place to get the soul seal? That doesn't seem right. We didn't fight Eigong yet. There's gonna be a fight sometime. And we don't really have time for it this time. Oh no! There's nothing. She has no memories in here. Her soulscape is empty. That's not a good thing. Yeah. Her soulscape being empty of memories. Has she been wiping her memories? That doesn't seem right. Eigong is right there. So this is where you were hiding. You weren't easy to find. I really didn't expect to see you again, Yi. I'm sure you didn't enter my soulscape just to say hello. No, I'm here to patch up my regrets. Have you forgotten already? We were separated in such a hurry, I didn't have time to properly say goodbye to my old mentor. Ha, what a sentimental disciple you are. It has been 509 years since we last parted, hasn't it? Back then, if I was able to convince you, things might not have developed this way. Spare me the empty speculation. If we could go back in time, I would simply behead you with my sword. I've watched you murder the souls one after the other. I don't even recognize you anymore behind your bloodlust. You were my favorite student, so curious about the world and eager to learn science. Don't you remember? You came up with the Eternal Cauldron and brought hope to all Solarians. That hope should not have been based on lies. People have a right to the truth. That's what you taught me. You were the one who betrayed everything you believed in. Wrong. As a scientist, I knew from the very beginning that it was important to solve problems in a practical manner. Truth and lies mean nothing compared to a Solarian's life. Forgive me for asking, but do you think Tianhu will just disappear once you have taken all these soul seals? Or do you plan on waking everyone up just to die together back in Punglai? I believe there are things more important than mere survival. Like what? What could be more important than staying alive? Without life, we all return to nothingness. I have indeed made mistakes in the past. That's why I spent the last few centuries trying to make amends. Right now, I am the only one who can make things right. No matter how much you hate me, this is an indisputable fact. You're not in a position to say any of that. Did that strike a nerve? That's only because deep down you know I'm right. Yi, are you doing this on behalf of all Solarians, or is this a personal vendetta? ... I don't think there's any meaning in continuing this idle chatter. I agree. Draw your sword. I won't lose to you this time. I admire your confidence, but don't forget, this is my soulscape. Do you recall the first key point from the Fengshe Art of War? All warfare is based on deception. Correct. You have always been an excellent pupil. Alright, well, we're probably gonna attempt this once today, and then save, and do this next time. I seized control of your nerve centers the moment you entered this realm. Even I didn't think you'd pull such a dirty trick. In fact, I was just thinking about how I would obtain the permissions to usher in the new era. The heavens must have sent you to assist me, and for that you have my gratitude. You planned this from the start. So then, those mutants? No way. There were many accidents along the way, but I finally understand the purpose of it all. Everything, including your betrayal, ended up working in my favor. Sleep peacefully, my child, for this nightmare is about to end. Alright. What happens next? We pound the ground with our fist, because we just kind of delivered all the soul seals to Eigong, which seems like a foolish thing to do. In this episode, I'm ending with a cliffhanger. Tune in next week. I found 2 new data, both from Dusk Guardians. I collected 2 new items, both passenger tokens. And I earned 2 new achievements. One for Xuan Xuan's giant plant, and the other for discovering Yi's people evolved from house cats. Check out my tracking sheet, link in the video description. New episodes every Saturday, and thanks for watching.